Welcome everybody back to my Royal Rumble reviews. I'm having fun. I hope you are too. Today we're going to talk about a very good pay-per-view, the 2005 Royal Rumble from Fresno, California. This is the second time the Royal Rumble has been in Fresno, and the last time was 1996. This Royal Rumble is the third Rumble in a row where SmackDown and Raw faced off against each other inside the ring, but this time they made a big deal about it. I'd like to invite everyone to hit like and subscribe to these videos. I'm going to be making more of them, obviously, completing the Royal Rumble anthology, and I'm going to move into WrestleMania, and I'm going to move into other pay-per-views and all these other countdowns. We're going to make a big thing out of this. And my channel is pretty new, so I'd love to get it off the ground. So if you could subscribe or hit like, that'd be awesome. Anyways, into the Royal Rumble here. Edge and Shawn Michaels started off the Rumble pay-per-view with the singles match. They had a nice little feud going into this, and I remember Edge was becoming a main event heel at the time. They were pushing him pretty hard. Shawn Michaels helped put him over during the feud, the rivalry, and this match was just an example of that. I remember them going toe to toe. There being great exchanges. One thing that really rings a bell in my ear. One thing that rings a bell to this match without looking at any review I wrote or without thinking back, without watching it. I did rewatch it. Was Edge pulling his hair ready when he was getting ready for the spear, and then Edge pulling his hair when Shawn Michaels kicked out of his spear. Those are two moments that just ring a bell to me when I said Edge versus Shawn Michaels. Uh, Hilarious moments. Edge's mannerisms have always been great, and I'm not even a big Edge fan, but I thought the Edge push at the time was great. Shawn Michaels was also took part in one of the better opening matches in WrestleMania or Royal Rumble history, WrestleMania history. Yeah, Shawn Michaels was pretty good at WrestleMania, but in Royal Rumble 1991, his match against the Orient Express as a part of the Rockers, probably the best tag team match to open a Royal Rumble. Dudley's and Edge and Christian from '01 was pretty good too. But this match here was 3 stars and a half. Solid opener. It went a long time. 18:32 is when Edge got the pin with a roll up while he was holding on to the ropes at the same time. So, they keep Michaels looking strong, but Edge was the winner. Next was Undertaker and Heidenreich in a casket match. This made Undertaker's Deadliest Matches DVD because I guess gimmick matches were a part of part of the sets for Taker's DVDs because that's the only reason I could see this match coming in. Snitsky and Kane got involved. Kane was actually in the casket, and Kane helped his brother. They were going for an Undertaker and Kane versus Snitsky and Heidenreich WrestleMania plan, I believe. That was the time. I believe at the time online that was what the plan was, but didn't end up that way. Thankfully, they turned Randy Orton heel, and I'll get to that in a second. I'll get to that in just a moment, actually, about Randy Orton being heel. But first, I just wanted to say that Undertaker beat Heidenreich after a tombstone piledriver and a chokeslam at 13:20 to win the match. I gave this rating a star and a half. Up next, JBL versus Big Show and Angle in a triple threat. And this was during JBL's long reign. You had to figure that his luck was running out. You had to figure that sooner or later a big name was going to win. And can I just say, putting Big Show in a triple threat match is great because a singles match with the Big Show, there's slower moments, but in a triple threat, he has those spots where he can be all powerful and come in and double team and then be double teamed. So he works good in a triple threat, and this one they worked the spots very well. You had interference from the Bashams and JBL's cabinet. You had people going through barricades, breaking tables. This was just a good match. I rated it 3 stars and a quarter. JBL pinned Angle after a clothesline from Hell at 12:04. And Michael Cole's stop the damn match. He stole the damn match. Damn it. That saying's gotta go. He overuses that saying. Definitely. Next match, before this next match, the two main events, I just want to say this Rumble pay-per-view had some hilarious backstage segments. Christian rapping with John Cena, Cena mocking Eric Bischoff, Ric Flair stealing Eddie Guerrero's number, Kurt Angle stealing Nunzio's number. Um, it was a JBL acting drunk. Well, he probably was drunk with Amy Weber and the Bashams when he got told that by Theodore Long that his match with JBL would or Big Show would be a barbed wire steel cage match, no way out. Um, just there's probably even more. The Snitsky Heidenreich backstage segment. There's probably even more than that, but those were just great segments. So whoever was writing on the team, thumbs up for that. Next, we had a storyline within the match between Triple H and Orton. This is during Orton's face run, which is it was a terrible run. I remember online he was being called Rocky T. Austin, was Randy Orton during his face run. Why? Because he was acting a lot like The Rock. He was trying to say catchphrases here and there, and he was trying to make fun of people. I remember him mocking Kane in an awful, horrid backstage segment. Just ugh, it was bad. And picturing William Regal's face going ugh, but Randy Orton tried to be there, and then he'd always with his RKO he'd go like this with his hand. So that was where Booker T comes from in the nickname Rocky T Austin, and then Austin because he RKO'd everybody. Like Austin used to stunner everybody. So that's what he was called online at the time. But it was one of the Evolution's turn on Orton was great, but it was one of the worst handled face turns ever. Orton lost the title 3 weeks in to Triple H. They didn't have anywhere to put him in. Yeah, he got a big win at Survivor Series, but so did Maven on the same team. There's no disrespect to Maven. He's actually put out a bunch of good YouTube videos lately. It's good to see that guy's doing well. But my point remains, Randy Orton's face run sucked. But they told a great story during this match about a concussion. I think they did that for sympathy for Orton because they knew he was getting booed by this time, and they knew that he was going off against one of the biggest heels in the company, or the biggest heel at the time, Triple H. So they did this sympathy angle where Orton looked concussed, and Triple H and Orton would meet many, many times, but this was probably the best meeting up until this point, anyway. I gave this match 3.5 stars. Triple H won at 21-28, but it felt a lot shorter because the pacing was very, very well done. The main event is the Rumble. This is the 2005 Royal Rumble. Chris Benoit starts it off for the second straight year. He started it off with the Big Show last year. Or no, he ended it with the Big Show. He started it off with Randy Orton last year. Eddie starts off with Benoit. Then third was Daniel Puder. Long live Daniel Puder's chest being white after Hardcore Holly gave him the business, and Benoit and Eddie, they got to give him his receipt back after Daniel Puder showed up Angle on a non-televised, I believe, shoot on SmackDown where he actually made Angle tap out or something of the like. So anyways, they got back at Puder and eliminated him, but like I said, Team Raw versus Team SmackDown was apparent after Edge and Shelton and Booker T and Jericho all came out right before, and Muhammad Hassan made his Rumble debut. Scotty 2 Hotty got attacked again on his way to the ring. This is the second or third time he's been attacked coming to the Royal Rumble match. 01 and 02, I believe, were the other two times. Charlie Haas, Rene Dupree, Simon Dean, Shawn Michaels, Angle, the coach. I thought the coach being a part of the Rumble at the time was hilarious and still do. Jindrak, Viscera, Paul London, John Cena, Snitsky, Kane, Batista, Christian, Ric Flair. A decent crop. Nonetheless, though, this Royal Rumble match, there was 90-second intervals, so not too fast, but not too slow, but it went fast. Again, the booking was really well done in this Rumble. I give it 3.25 stars. Overall, I give the whole show a 7.5 out of 10. I thought every match delivered, basically, and the casket match kind of pulls it down a little bit. The ending of the Royal Rumble, I've saved for last. Of course, who could forget the Batista and Cena accidentally going out of the ring? A lot like Brett Luger meant to in 1994. I thought it was all part of the show, but apparently it wasn't. Apparently just Batista was supposed to win. Then McMahon came out, and that was all improvised, and then he tore his quads. I mean, a clusterfuck for sure. But it ended up being a good Rumble and a good Rumble pay-per-view. And I give it 7.5 out of 10. I think this Rumble show had a great opener with Edge and Shawn. I thought the Orton Triple H match told a good story. The triple threat match for the SmackDown title was very good, well done with good spots. The Rumble match went fast. So did the main events. So that and the backstage segments, you got a fun show. So all in all, I give the Royal Rumble 2005 a 7.5 out of 10. Hit like and subscribe and help me get my channel off the floor. This is a pretty new channel, and I'd appreciate it if you guys could do that for me, or at least the subscribe button anyway. I'm Brett Mix, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thank you so much for listening.